How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Sector 6, and today we are going to be talking really briefly about the state of play that got announced for today, and whether or not there's any chance of anything Final Fantasy being there. So, like the video, subscribe for future content, but let's jump straight into it. So, we're here, we're doing the dance again. It's an event, you know, there's an event where games are being talked about, and obviously certain things have to come up. And it's starting to feel like every time these things come up, we get disappointed, so I almost didn't do this video, and it's only going to be a quick video. I'm not going to dedicate a large amount of time to it, but we're just briefly going to touch on some possibilities for tonight's state of play. And obviously, if it's no longer the 12th of February, then pretty pointless video, unless you've come to laugh at me. I don't know. Anyway, we have the obvious one that we always touch on, that we're going to touch on in a minute, but we'll get to the other ones first. So the first one is this talk about a Final Fantasy XV remaster type situation. Now, this was first initially spoken about in 2023, so about a year and a half ago now, but for some reason it came back up over the course of the last week. And this is the fact that Square Enix are apparently planning to remake/remaster Final Fantasy XV, tweaking the combat a little bit to bring it more in line with Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat, and creating new scenes that add in the story from other media. So things like the main triggering event in Final Fantasy XV taking place pretty much exclusively in Kingsglaive. They're going to fix that by bringing it into Final Fantasy XV. The rumour says that it's only going to be like JPEGs, so it's just going to be like a series of screens with text or something like that overlaid over it. So it's not going to be good, but it's going to be better than what we got in the original Final Fantasy XV. So that popping up kind of made me think for a moment, oh, maybe this is something for the state of play, but I doubt it. It's just weird that it came up just before a state of play announcement. That feels slightly sus, but I don't think there's anything to it, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. If anything, I would guess that this is one of those things that probably got canned when Square Enix cancelled a load of stuff, because this sounds super low effort, super low investment, and therefore, if you did cut it, you're not wasting too much stuff. Do you know what I mean? Resources aren't realistically being massively wasted. Whereas if you were halfway through making a Final Fantasy IX remake and you cancelled that, that's a lot of resources that have been wasted. So yeah, I'm not feeling this FF15 one, but it is a little bit weird that it came up over the last weekish. So yeah, that's the thing. Moving on from that, we've got the ever-present cry for a Final Fantasy XIII port to more modern consoles, because a lot of people just can't access Final Fantasy XIII's trilogy at this point, so it would be pretty nice if they were all brought over. I don't think that's a big enough announcement to get at a state of play. I really don't think that's a big enough announcement to get at a state of play. It's possible. I would expect this to be an announcement that comes bundled with something else, or just get shadow dropped on Twitter or something like that. So yeah, don't think we're going to see anything Final Fantasy XIII related at the state of play tonight. You never know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm playing a strong game here by saying, oh yeah, we're not going to get anything. I'm trying to trick the universe into giving us things. Work with me. But then I suppose we come to the massive Queen Bran in the room, and that is the Final Fantasy IX remake. It's popped up again, and I suppose whenever you speak of the Final Fantasy IX remake, you have to speak of the Tactics remaster as well, because they kind of come hand in hand with each other. And basically the story that we're getting is that it's still in production, but we're not going to air anything. This is according to an insider who apparently has a moderately good reputation. I don't put a massive amount of stock into it, but then I suppose here I am talking about it, so, you know. But yeah, the talk is that we might get an announcement for a Final Fantasy IX remake and a Tactics remaster at some point in 2026. Doesn't really say anything about the state of play that's coming up today. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm going to be honest, I've seen a lot of people going around saying, oh, maybe we get this, maybe we get that, maybe we get Rebirth DLC. We're not getting Rebirth DLC. We've already been told we're not getting Rebirth DLC. I don't think we get anything Final Fantasy related. I think the best bet for something Square Enix in this presentation is probably Kingdom Hearts 4. And that's pretty much disappeared into non-existence since we got that first trailer. So, yeah, I'm thinking we don't get anything Final Fantasy related at this state of play. Now, the state of play is at 10 PM GMT. I don't know what that is for you. Do the maths. I'll post the image for it on the screen so you don't have to do the maths. But yeah, keep an eye on it. I don't think I'm going to stream it. I'll be watching it, but I don't think I'm going to stream it. If anything happens, we'll obviously be all over it. But this is just a quick update on all of the things that we're potentially waiting for. So FF15, I don't think that's going to be a thing. FF13, not really anything kicking out about that other than people wanting it. An FF9 Remake and Tactics Remaster in development, being worked on, nowhere near ready. That's the gist of what I'm getting. And that's not information from Square Enix. That's information from an industry insider, someone that goes by the name Nate the Hape on Twitter. So put as much stock as you want into that. I don't know how much I'm putting into it. But yeah, I thought I'd do this because I've seen a lot of people talking about this sort of stuff and like, oh, we're going to get this, or we're going to get this, or we're going to get this. I don't think we're getting shit. I don't think we're getting anything. That's just me being real. But I am ready to be wrong. I am ready to be wrong. I think that's going to be the end of this one. I don't think I can speculate any further than what we've already done. I don't think there's any grounds for it at this point. 15, no. 13, no. 9, probably not. That's pretty much where we're at. Rebirth DLC, no. Kingdom Hearts 4, maybe? Maybe. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Do you think that we could see anything Final Fantasy related? Let me know what you're thinking about any other games you think that we could see at the state of play. Apparently the developer for Stellar Blade retweeted the post announcing the state of play. I don't know if that's supposed to suggest anything. It could potentially suggest that there's something from the people behind Stellar Blade. Who knows? We could get numerous things that are amazing, but just aren't Final Fantasy related. There could be plenty of stuff in there. Also, keep an eye out on the channel over the course of the next week or so. I've got that Chadley video that I'm working on now. So we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into Chadley's story and check that out. Also, keep an eye out on the streams at the minute. We're playing through Fantasian, which I'm having a great time with. It's really giving me strong Final Fantasy vibes in so many ways. And obviously it's going to do that. You know, it's Sakaguchi and Uematsu. Of course it's going to give me strong Final Fantasy vibes, but it's good fun. So check out the live streams if you haven't already. Please do like the video, subscribe for future content. Let me know what you're thinking about the state of play, what's going to happen, are we going to get anything? But more importantly than all of that, have a great day.